how have you guys as a band really bounced back from everything that's happened, and maybe talk to us about going through that experience as a band and getting to where you guys are at now? Because I mean, even in the last 5 years, you guys have come a long way, at least personally and health wise.
Hmm. Well, it was perfect because, John Levin's a great guitar player, Chris is great, BJ's great. And luckily I had this, I guess I'll call it a hard drive of all this material I had written over the years, that never made it on a record. And so we just started digging through it and going, oh, that's a cool riff. That's a cool riff. And then plus 4 years of rehab and a lawsuit because the doctor was a butcher at Cedar Sinai, and he said, basically, he just said, "Oh well, sorry." I said, "You paralyzed my arm. I'm a guitar player. I play piano. I can't even hold a pen." And he just basically said, "Sorry." And that's
Wow.
surgeons. They are the most cold-blooded doctors. They're way worse than a regular doctor. Surgeons take a scalpel, split you open. They make a mistake. They say, "Shit. Oh well." That's really the way it is.
Wow. So was it public knowledge that you had taken legal action? Because actually, a lot of people asked that in the comments of our last interview. They said, "Did Don pursue this?" So the answer is yes.
Yes, over 4 years.
Yeah.
And just a couple months ago, the judge dismissed it. And
Really?
I said, "Well, how do you dismiss this? There it is. There's my arm. It's all fucked up." And and the judge said, "Well, there's no smoking gun." And I went, "Smoking gun? What does that mean? My arm's paralyzed. That's how much more smoking can it be?" And I learned a big lesson about the legal system and judges who are having lunch with the doctors and everybody's buddy, buddy, buddy. And they drugged me out for 4 years because there was COVID. I couldn't believe it. I thought this is a no-brainer. You know, my attorney was like the top attorney in the United States. And they couldn't find anything in the radiology and MRIs that he had nicked my spinal cord. And I said, "Well, here's the proof right here. You don't need any more proof. This is it." And I couldn't believe it. And then they said, "Well, if you want to contest this and go on for 4 more years and spend a couple $100,000, we'll fight it." And I
Wow.
said, "You know what? I need to move on in my life, you know?" And my daughter was the voice of reason. She said, "Dad, you played for 50 years. You've been playing since you're 10 years old. And, you had a great career and you're still singing. And you just got to live with it. But there's beyond playing guitar or piano, there's so many things I can't do. Gardening, picking up a rake, mowing the lawn, cutting the trees, my 8 bazillion trees I got to trim. And so it's behind me now. I have to move on and let the depression and the anger mostly go. Because if you're angry what he did to me, then he wins.
Right.
He
Because he's
wins.
still taking up space in your mind.
Yeah. Every time I go to pick up a fork, I'm right-handed, and I go and I drop it. The only people that are happy about my my arm being paralyzed is one of my dogs, Elka. Because
Really?
every time I sit down at the couch or something to eat dinner with my missus, it's hilarious. She's just laying under the coffee table waiting.